What's up, YouTube? So, as denoted by the title of this video and the videos that will follow this video, this is going to be an ACL recovery vlog. So, I tore my ACL, I've gotten it fixed, and now I'm dealing with the process of recovering. And so, this first video will be a bit longer than the videos that follow, just because it's going to cover from 1 day post-op to now, which is about 2.5 weeks post-op. And in those first 2 or 3 weeks, there's just a lot of progress that's made relative to like the weeks that will follow. So, how did it happen? I tore my ACL and I had a partial meniscus tear, and I did that playing recreational soccer. So not collegiate competitive, but just city league rec soccer, of course. How else would I have done it? So anyways, a guy had the ball, I was running over to get it, and I like stuck my leg out to get defend him, and my cleat got caught in the turf, and then my knee just carried forward, inertia, and then there was a nice pop. I felt the pop, I heard the pop. I said, ah, shit, ow, that hurt. I went down, I walked off the field, and immediately I knew that I had probably torn my ACL. I knew this because I tore my ACL on my left leg, and it was basically an identical experience. Yay, for me. So, how did I fix it? 2 months around from when I tore it, I had a patellar tendon graft from my patellar tendon, and I had a partial meniscectomy, which they just kind of cut the frayed part of my meniscus and took it out. So I have like 3/4 of a meniscus. In between that time when I tore my ACL and when I had it fixed, those first 5 days after I tore it, I was relatively immobile. Like, there was some swelling, there was pretty significant pain, and then as I experienced with my first ACL tear, pretty much went away, and there was just minor instability. Minor, I mean, that's a relative phrase. I mean, some people tear their ACLs and they're in like a ton of pain and they are super unstable. For me, I could definitely feel that my knee was unstable, but I was still able to go to the gym and do linear movements like the Stairmaster. I could walk. The Stairmaster actually felt better for my knee than walking. If I were to walk too much or walk too much on an incline, the back of my knee where the hamstring inserts, it would get really tight and it was pretty uncomfortable. So I was still able to get good cardio in and stay lean, but otherwise I was not able to do any running, definitely no soccer, and that kind of sucked because in the Corps we wake up every morning and we do group runs, and I couldn't participate in any of that. Thankfully, I could still wear my uniform and do the fancy march-ins that we do, if you want to go look that up on Google or YouTube or whatever. So, therapy in the first week is pretty much CPM, or continuous passive movement machine, and ice and heat. I personally did not ice my knee one time in the first 2 weeks, pretty much, of surgery, or post-op. Yeah, I didn't ice my knee like at all. Mostly because the power cord for like my fancy ice machine, I lost it, so I just couldn't. So I just didn't. There was really no repercussions for that. One of my friends who just had surgery on his ACL like 2 weeks before I did, he said that he iced like too much and it caused like a buildup of scar tissue, which I thought was pretty interesting. And for me, like, I didn't ice at all, and I basically have like very little swelling, and yeah, other than that, other than the CPM and the ice, you're supposed to wear a brace and keep your leg basically locked at all times when you're not doing that, the CPM machine. Okay, so the brace, yeah. Most people wear the brace for like 5 or 6 weeks post-op. I wore my brace for 10 days post-op, and then I went to Maryland with my friend, and we were in the car for 20 hours, so I just like didn't wear it because I was sitting in a car. And then while we were in Maryland, we were walking around a lot, and it just hurt me more to keep my leg locked in the brace than to just kind of walk carefully, as you'll see later on in the video. So I just haven't really worn the brace at all, and I've been doing great. I went to my first therapy appointment, which, you know, I'll talk about, I guess, no, yeah, I'll talk about it a little bit, but I went to my first therapy appointment, and my physical therapist was just like, dude, be careful, but otherwise you look great, so go do what you gotta do. So yeah, I'm not wearing the brace anymore because fuck that shit. So the rest of this video is going to be like an assortment of clips that I've compiled ranging from 1 day post-op to now, which is like 2 weeks and 4 days post-op-ish. The clips are going to be 1 day post-op, 7 day post-op, and like now 2 weeks basically post-op, and they're going to be checks on range of motion and strength. Additionally, there's going to be a clip about the CPM machine. You're going to see the CPM machine. I'm going to talk about it a little bit. And then I'm going to show you the therapy that I do on my own. And then I'm going to talk about professional therapy a little bit. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So again, this video is going to be much longer than videos will be in the future. And that's just because, again, a lot more happens in these first 2 or 3 weeks than what happens later on. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. So I figured I'd do a little test for all of you. Unlocking the brace. So right now, range of motion, according to my CPM machine, is like 40 degrees, practically. It's about as low as I can go. Strength-wise, yeah, like non-existent. I'm gonna lock it back up so I can actually kind of walk around. So I'm just gonna show you all how I had to do this thing the first day as to how I can do it now. So the first day, because of the nerve block, I could not pick my leg up at all. Like literally no control whatsoever. I had no innervation to my thigh muscles, so I'd like get up here, I'd fucking pick my leg up like this, like maneuver my shit in here, strap it all in, unlock the brace, oh yeah. So it's gonna take me up to 120 degrees now, which is the furthest this thing goes. And now I typically do it without a brace because it's more comfortable. Yeah, that's just kind of my own personal thing. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, the doctor ordered me to do this 4 to 6 hours a day, every day of the week for the first 7 days. I have no life, so I did this like 6 hours a day plus every single day. So you can do the math. I've done this like at least 40 hours total. And it's been a lot of fun. I've watched Marvel's The Defenders, The Punisher, and I watched multiple movies. I watched enough Netflix and did enough chilling for like an entire semester. Yeah, and so here we are at 120 degrees. I have it where it'll go up as fast as it can go, and then it'll hold for 10 to 15 seconds. I think it's 10 seconds, and then it goes back down. And I just sit here, and it moves my leg back and forth for however long I decide to do it. Just hanging out in here at the lab, but check out the shoe game. Fucking white Crocs. Okay, so this is my 7-day check on my strength and my degree of motion. So as I showed you in the first clip, first day I had like no range of motion practically and like no strength. So this is 7 days later. I took the brace off, and if you zoom in, you can see like that gnarly shit I got going on here. I got 14 staples, but I took one of them out myself because fuck it. So now, demonstrate range of motion. I can get a pretty solid half squat in. Oh yeah. Can even draw up the leg pretty well. It's pretty good. Strength-wise, balance is like, it's not as good as it was. I can do like a little one-legged half squat. Not pushing it too hard though, obviously, because still only 7 days out since surgery. But yeah, I'm going in tomorrow morning and I'm going to get these babies out, these staples, so I'm really excited for that because I can finally get back in the gym. Fuck yeah. I'm at the physician center. And this kind lady's about to take these staples out. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, little pinch.
I'm just kidding. So I got quite a few questions. Quite a few, I mean like two. I got like 2 questions about how I was getting around. So one day post-op, it was pretty fucking painful to walk around and I couldn't feel my leg. And so they made me use these crutches. But I was like, I don't want to use these crutches. But yeah, the crutches, they're pretty useful. It was like, I can like get around on crutches more quickly than I can like walking. So yeah, you know, just the typical. And yeah, as I got better, I kind of progressed into this hobble right here. The doctor told me, you know, keep your legs straight. So yeah, just walking around. Just walking around. And the biggest bitch of all of them was the stairs. You know, living in the dorm on the 2nd floor, it's a fucking bitch. So this is kind of how I was getting down the stairs. A fucking gymnast. Woo! Oh yeah. And then up the stairs. Lots of fun. Finish the old workout. Jay's getting the speed back faster. Faster, motherfucker.
Messed me up.
I'm about to do some knee-hab. Yeah, that's right, knee-hab. So yeah, as you can see in this clip, pretty much just working on flexion and extension of the knee. Nothing really crazy. Opening up, again, just trying to work on that extension, trying to get that leg fully straight. Minor flex right there. Getting that leg fully straight is really important. And after this was following a workout, so I was a little tight from walking around, doing some weights. Now we're in the prone position, just trying to get that flexion in another position and getting that that active movement in the knee right there. And a few half squats. And yeah, then I ran through this circuit about 5 times to finish the workout. And that was really about it. So this is going to go ahead and be my 2-week update on my range of motion and my strength. It's actually like 4 days past 2 weeks, but don't hold that against me. So as you can see, it's really good lighting. My left leg definitely is more defined. As far as atrophy goes, I really lost most of my muscle here in like that teardrop. As far as the sweep, I did lose muscle, but not too much. There is swelling still, obviously, right here around my knee. Mostly because the patellar tendon's still swollen from getting cut up, and the rest of my leg, you know, there's still like some blood and some fluid, and it's like a little tender right here, but not too much. As far as range of motion goes, I mean, it's the best I can do right now. I can do basically a full squat. I can draw up my leg pretty far. Can almost grab it. Straightening it out, I can basically straighten it out all the way. It just always looks like bent just because of the swelling. So I'm still pretty much dealing with that. But yeah. And that's all I got for you. That is everything from 1 day post-op to now 2 weeks post-op. The next videos, the videos following this, again, they will be shorter. Hopefully they will flow better because I'll have more practice making videos, and they will include clips of professional physical therapy because that's important. And I will continue the whole thing of quantifying total time spent on rehab and keep you updated on range of motion, strength, etc. So yeah, if you made it to this point, thank you so much for watching, and like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what I can do better. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments and I will definitely answer them in the next video. So thank you.